Hello, hello. I have a trigger warning here, so I hope you heeded that. And I hope you don't mind that like my lipstick is wearing off a little bit. I ate lunch. We had a salad and cucumbers and ranch, and it was so good. Trey, are you smiling at me? Yeah. Anyway, so trigger warning going on here, guys. You want me to tell you about it? Okay, so we were walking to something flew through the air to the downstairs. It looked like somebody threw something, maybe. We have people that are supposed to be napping, and I don't think they're napping. Anyway, sorry about that. So we were walking into a restaurant yesterday, and there was this like smell in the air, but it really wasn't the smell in the air. It was like this feeling, like there was the breeze and this feeling, and I was triggered. But it was a good trigger. And I was like, I started going like, wait, what is this trigger? What is it? I want to catch it. I want to remember. What am I trying to remember? Oh, I remember this. What am I trying to remember? I'm triggered. And I started getting stressed and I started losing it. And I thought, no, wait, let me just, okay, it's okay if I lose the memory. Let me just embrace this trigger. Something about this experience right now is making me feel really peaceful and really like alive and excited and happy. Something in the past made me feel that way. What is it? I don't have to worry about that right now. So I just started absorbing it, and then I was like, I feel like I'm on vacation. It was like the sound of the breeze in the trees. Like I was like, I feel like I'm on vacation. And then I had flashbacks to my childhood. And I realized something very valuable that from here on I'm implementing. Because I have this happen frequently where it's like, this is a memory. And I always am like, oh, I want to remember the original memory. I want to remember it. And sometimes by doing that, I end up actually losing the original memory because like I just like get out of the zone. So when you are triggered for something delightful and you can recognize it, if you're in tune to it, you're like, I remember this. Like something about this feels so good. Then just absorb it completely. And don't panic about trying to remember it, because the more fully you absorb, the more you do remember it. Isn't that so cool? I loved that realization. So what are some of your positive triggers? Let me think of some of mine. Christmas time was very special growing up. We didn't really go all out extravagant necessarily and buy each other like $500 worth of gifts. But Christmas was really special. We listened to a lot of Christmas music growing up. And we like intentionally listened to it. So we would listen to Burl Ives because that's what my dad remembered from his childhood. And John Denver Christmas. And who is the guy I'm thinking of? Anyway, basically, we would like listen to those Christmas songs. So when I hear those Christmas songs, it triggers me back to my childhood. Or when I see all of the Christmas decorations, it's just like so exciting. And a lot of that is triggering me back to my childhood. And those triggers are good triggers. Like, lean into those. Really be present and lean into them and be like, this feels good. And this is making a new memory now. So now like 40 years from now, like this will be my memory too. Like I will, when I hear Christmas music, I'll go back to this time too. And so what are some of your triggers? Do you have certain smells that trigger you and send you back to your childhood, or back to a special time with your husband, or back to a special time with your kids? Comment below some of your triggers, some of those beautiful triggers that every time they come up, just like every time, it just takes you back. There's this certain essential oil that my friend Lynette uses, and I don't necessarily like the smell of it. It's patchouli, something like that. I don't like the smell of it. But whenever I smell that smell, I think of her. And that makes me just feel so much love and warmth. And there was this one time we send handwritten letters back and forth to each other. And there was this one time where Like, she didn't scent the envelope. It just smelled like her home, and it smelled like patchouli. And it was like, oh, my Lynette, my dear Lynette. So those were some of my triggers. I just took like 5 minutes to share with you triggers. Why don't you share with me your happy triggers, your good triggers, something that just makes you like, ah, smells or sounds or sights or feelings. Like, let me know in the comments what your positive triggers are.